We have some major breaking news that has been officially confirmed that Donald Trump will attend the 2025 Daytona 500. What's going on, guys? It's Daniel and welcome back to the video. As I just said, we got some pretty massive and major breaking news as it has been officially confirmed that President Donald Trump will in fact attend the 2025 Daytona 500. As it was reported by Bob Pockers about 25 minutes ago, he says at the end of the practice telecast, Mike Joy mentions that President Trump will attend the 2025 Daytona 500. There's been a lot of speculation. There was kind of a confirmation yesterday, I think, from Nick Sorter on Twitter, I'm pretty sure, and a lot of other people have kind of confirmed this along with Donald Trump himself. He will be attending, I believe, his third or fourth race he's attended in the last century or so. He did, of course, attend the 2024 Coca-Cola 600. Then it got rained out. He also did attend the 2020 Daytona 500, 2020 Daytona 500 he attended, and he's also attended the 2001 Daytona 500 as well. This will also be the first president that has attended Daytona 500. Well, second time we've seen Trump attend Daytona 500, but I think it's the first time we've seen a president attend two Daytona 500s in basically the same election cycles and all that stuff. And I think regardless of how I feel about Donald Trump, whether you agree with it or not, I think it is cool that the president of the United States is going to be attending the Daytona 500. I think that Donald Trump is going to get some eyes. I think it will help the ratings in a sense because you're going to have people, whether they like him or don't like them, there's going to be people that are in fact going to tune in to Daytona 500 just to see that President Trump is going to be around. Now, one thing that needs to be noted is that the Daytona 500 has been moved up an hour, so it's unknown if he's going to be at the track at the time. It's unknown if he's going to be able to take some laps, so whether they get him there a little bit earlier than they've had in the past, that will be something to be determined at this point because, like I already mentioned, they're moving the start of Daytona 500 up to 2 Eastern Standard Time. A big reason for that is because there's potential for weather in the forecast, and the weather does not look that good currently at the moment for Daytona. Even though I do think it has improved a little bit, there still is, the weather definitely could be a lot better than it is right now, and it's not the best weather conditions that we have seen. But we've seen other presidents, of course, attend Daytona, not just for the Daytona 500, but for the Coke Zero Sugar 400 in the past as well. In 1984, during the Firecracker 400, Ronald Reagan attended the Daytona 500, he attended the Firecracker 400 in 1984, which was at the time when Richard Petty was able to pick up his 200th career NASCAR Cup Series win, the final win of his NASCAR Cup career. Then George W. Bush attended the Daytona 500 in 1992, and I believe he gave the command for the Daytona 500 or the Pepsi 400, I should say. He gave the command for the 1992 Pepsi 400. And I think one of the other presidents, if I'm not mistaken, who was going for a re-election cycle in 2004, also attended the Daytona 500. And we've seen Bill Gates, who was going for presidency in 1992 during that election cycle. He attended the Trans-South 500 and I believe gave the command for that race as well. So we've seen presidents attend races before. It's not uncommon and it's nothing new. So regardless of how you feel about Donald Trump attending the Daytona 500, I think it's a massive and really, really huge deal. And I think that some people are going to, like I said, tune into it because of Donald Trump attending this year's Daytona 500. Again, I do expect my comment section to be very controversial, whether you like it or not. You had some drivers who had interesting reactions. Seems like some of them are really excited about it. Seemed like Kyle Busch was kind of excited about it. I did see that Chase Elliott might have been a little excited about it as well. Bubba Wallace was indifferent about it, which, again, Bubba Wallace can say what he wants. I think Bubba Wallace doesn't have to like Donald Trump. I don't think he should have to like Donald Trump. If he doesn't like him, that's perfectly fine, considering what Donald Trump said about Bubba Wallace 4 or 5 years ago after the Talladega situation. I can't blame Bubba for not liking him, but also saying he doesn't care. He's got his mentality on straight. He's got a really good opportunity to win the 2025 Daytona 500, so his focus isn't going to be on Donald Trump, and his focus is going to be on winning a Daytona 500. I don't think he's going to care about what Donald Trump is thinking about him currently at the moment. It's still a huge deal. So if you're going to the Daytona 500, security is going to be a really big thing to pay attention to. There's going to be a lot more security at this year's Daytona 500. So get to the track early. There's not going to be a tweet up from what Jeff Gluck and Bob Pockers have said because of the security measures, and with the race starting a little bit earlier as well, you better get there early because one, the race is starting earlier, but number two, Donald Trump is, of course, attending the Daytona 500. It's a big deal. There's going to be Marine One. They've got it loaded up and ready to go for the 500 as well, and they've got everything set up in pretty good condition, ready to go for this year's Daytona 500. So it's a massive deal and pretty interesting to see that Donald Trump officially will be attending the 2025 Daytona 500. It's unknown if he is going to stay throughout the whole entire event. He's probably going to have some other commitments that he's going to have to be focused on in this country. But again, a massive deal to officially see that Donald Trump will be, in fact, attending the 2025 Daytona 500. It's a huge deal to see him attend it. He's got some other stuff going on he's got to worry about in the country as well. But it's huge to see that Donald Trump will be attending the 2025 Daytona 500, in my honest opinion. So that is going to be tonight's breaking news on President Donald Trump attending the 2025 Daytona 500. I want to thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe to the channel, notifications on, so if I win a video, it does go live on my channel. Follow me on Facebook and Instagram, and support me on Patreon as well. Let's go below that and comment your thoughts below on today's episode. What thoughts about President Trump officially entering the Daytona, not entering, but officially attending the Daytona 500? Let me your thoughts in the comments below, and please be respectful in the comments because I know this is going to be a controversial situation. Later tonight, after the Truck Series race concludes, we'll have the race review around that. Then tomorrow, we're going to have reactions to the Xfinity Series race from Daytona. We're also probably going to have the starting lineup video on Sunday morning for the Daytona 500, and we also have some other big content that is going to be dropping as well. We got content and people like Haley Deegan, Shane Van Gisbergen, Carl Edwards, Kurt Busch, Kyle Busch, Bubba Walsh, Chase Elliott, Kyle Larson, Eric Almirola, Chandler Stiff, Sheldon Creed, Sam Mayer, Cletus McFarland, Matt DiBenedetto, Frankie Muniz, you name it. We've got a lot of content coming around those people that I think you're going to want to tune into as well. So anyways, like I said, I want to thank you guys for watching today's episode, and I'll see you guys next time for more great, awesome NASCAR content and other motorsports content on the channel like this. Take care, everybody.